It's lit. It's so lit.
I know, I gotta step forward.
Slow down. Go ahead.
Muy buenas tardes a todos. My name is Grace Knight Garcia, and I am one of your class presidents.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Will, and I'm one of your class vice presidents.
We are so excited to welcome you to IB exercises for the class of 2024 and share opening remarks on behalf of class leadership.
Before we begin, please give a round of applause for class gardener Zoe Getson, who has just completed the tradition of planting the ivy.
Today we have several wonderful peers who have been elected by our class to represent us during IB exercises.
Our class artist is Devika Goel, who designed the banner that will be carried throughout the commencement weekend.
Ethan Richmond is our class poet and will read his original poem based on our class's time at Williams.
Our class historian, Hikaru Hayakawa, will read an original history of the class of 2024.
Our class musician, Aditya Vadyan, will be performing for us today.
Then Paige Bussey, Paul Kim, and Sarah Stebbins will serve as our class bell ringers near the end of the exercises.
And for the watch drop, the tradition of watch drop began in 1916. At each commencement, a watch is dropped from the 80-foot spire of Thompson Memorial Chapel, which will be done by class officers Daniela, Obi, and Jenny. If the watch breaks, tradition holds that the class will be lucky. The stopping of time will capture the happiness of this momentous occasion forever.
Grace and I already decided beforehand, though, that if the watch doesn't break, our class will still be lucky because we didn't really have a high school graduation and we had an online freshman year. However, with or without luck, we'd still like to express our gratitude on behalf of the class leadership and class of 2024.
Today's IB exercises would not be possible without the Director of Commencement and Academic Events, Carrie Green, and our College Marshal, Lee Park. Additionally, thank you all for being here today, especially with all the seniors who rallied to make it here.
To hold space for the class of 2024 graduates and any supporters who are unable to make it this weekend, please join us in a round of applause. We would also like to express our gratitude to our friends, families, chosen families, and loved ones who helped us get to this moment. As the proverb goes, it takes a village to raise a child. This day is just as much ours as it is theirs. So please, another round of applause to those who supported us along our journeys.
Also, a shout out to all the social media vices such as Instagram and TikTok for providing us with funny videos during study breaks. Not to mention SNAR, the Sawyer 24-hour room, the semesterly EVE points to spend on vending machines, and the necessary complaining before starting assignments for getting us through these 4 years.
With that being said, we would now like to introduce the Dean of the College, Gretchen Long, as she announces the winners of the Olmsted Prizes and various student awards. Please give a warm welcome to Dean Long.
Hello. Thank you so much. I want to acknowledge, seniors, that this day is your event, organized by your class officers, and that I'm here at the invitation of you all. And it's truly a pleasure and a privilege to join you to share these moments of surprise and celebration with you all. I want to thank the senior class officers and the event coordinators for inviting me, for organizing this event and the other events that make up Senior Week. It's an enormous amount of work, and extra thanks for ordering in such perfect weather. So please join me in recognizing and thanking them again. One moment. Okay. First, what we'll have is Ethan Tyler Richmond, the class poet, will read your class poem.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be your class poet. And here's the poem. It is the day of things ending, and naturally, you remember the beginning. 7 nights replete with coarse heat, you wake and rise, fog slow to open your window. Everything is so green, you can smell the color. Everything is so quiet, you can hear your head pound against the round, overwrought landscape of thought, like a bloody bull scared of its own bleeding. A seeding of memories, ripe and thumbed by fresh attention. Moments rooting that never felt reachable, never felt like they could be yours to feel or wear. But like the soaked skin of a fruit, you tear. You remember the valley, the color of a healing bruise. You remember the soft, purple-bodied hills blanketed in setting sun after setting sun, daybreak flaking like a flower. You remember the intimate, peculiar power in knowing someone from their eyes alone. You remember dancing, really dancing, surrounded by color, curving space in a place of few faces like yours, the bass tracing bodies unbridling themselves, the cipher ciphering a silent, secret code, an ode you write to the white oaks and against the complicit pivot of power near and far and here. You remember you had something to say, or do. You wait under the lightening weight of patience for it to come back to you like a season, and bursting like a spring or a reason, you remember why you fell in love with learning in the first place, and you remember how. Everything is so green you can smell the color. Everything is so quiet you can hear the far-away fear growing quieter. Somewhere the bull, watching in wonder through its reified reflection in thawing ice, its horns bloom from the wound, curling like a comma, insisting this is not the end, insisting there is more. You remember what grief and what magnificence it is to be human, what horror and tearing and grief it is to grow, and two, what beauty. It is the day of things ending, and your gratitude is almost too much to bear. Almost. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. To honor superior teaching and to acknowledge with pleasure our partnership with other educators in America and beyond, Williams College annually selects distinguished secondary school teachers as recipients of the George Olmsted Jr. Class of 1924 for Excellence in Secondary School Teaching, and invites the winners of the prizes to our college as our special guests on this weekend. The fund for these awards was established in 1983 through the estate of Mr. Olmsted, Class of 1924, as well as through the gifts of his wife, Frances Olmsted of Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts. Each recipient receives a $3,000 prize, and an additional award of $5,000 is made to their schools. So as I call you, could you come up? Our first recipient is Mr. Jeffrey Coleman, a mathematics teacher at Potsdam High School in Potsdam, New York, nominated by Sylvan Corsi. Come on up here with me. In his letter to us, Mr. Coleman says, quote, "Any success I've had has everything to do with how hard I work at it, brute force, and a very comprehensive and detailed planning. I create all the instructional materials I use by myself. I employ no outside textbooks or references to assist me." In his nominating letter, Sylvan tells of the way Mr. Coleman structured Algebra 2 class, quote, 3 quizzes a day, yes, a day, all graded right there on the spot on his desks. He writes that all 25 students receive personal feedback on 3 quizzes within the 40-minute class period. He adds that he learned that Mr. Coleman's class was the only one in St. Lawrence County where every single student passed the Regents exam. Mr. Coleman's principal wrote, "His methodical approach to his craft allows him to design effective lesson plans that cater to diverse learners with a wide range of abilities," unquote. He meets each student where they are, challenging high achievers and filling in gaps for others, guiding all towards success. When discussing struggling students, he said many times, "If we can just get them in the chair, they can do it. I know they can." Congratulations, Mr. Coleman. Our second recipient is Ray Gormley, a social studies teacher at Collins Hill High School in Sewanee, Georgia, nominated by Megan Grooms. Come on up. Mr. Gormley's former principal writes in her letter to our committee, "Although Mr. Gormley loves U.S. history, he loves his students even more." In her letter nominating him, Megan wrote, "He varied his methods to accommodate as many of us in the classroom as possible. He fostered a sense of belonging each day as students walked into his classroom." In his own letter, Mr. Gormley wrote, "I think it's always important to remember that when we are teaching U.S. history, we aren't just teaching historical figures and dates. We are passing along the stories of real people who lived, loved, suffered, and carried on, just like we all do. Historical figures were living, breathing people who often had to make monumental decisions that would impact themselves and those around them," unquote. He writes also, "I've learned to be flexible in my methodology and approach, to deal with unusual students and learning strategies, and I've learned that every student has a story." Congratulations, Mr. Gorman. Our third recipient is Leslie Smith, a social studies and English language arts teacher at Rowland High School in Rowland Heights, California, nominated by Milo Chang. Come on over. In his letter to our committee, Milo writes, "Despite teaching in Southern California schools for 27 years, Ms. Smith still finds the energy to explore new ways to engage with her students, using her classroom to close a digital divide that can often lead students from less privileged backgrounds to fall behind their peers in an increasingly internet-reliant world," unquote. Her classroom during lunchtime, Milo wrote, is a, quote, "melting pot of students, from those looking for a safe place, welcoming of their queer identities, to those seeking additional academic support." He adds, "She is a teacher who stays in a student's life forever." In her letter, Ms. Smith wrote that education can, quote, "pluck a child out of poverty and change a family's destiny." She wrote that her parents' teachers in Texas, quote, "saw something special in them and guided them to pursuing post-secondary education at a time when that was unfathomable for people of color," unquote. Her letter makes it so clear to me her aim to prepare her students for their future as citizens. She wrote, "The high school classroom should be a type of laboratory, a safe and necessary space where students can test new ideas and learn to engage with and respect the ideas of others," unquote. She writes that the mantra of her history class is, quote, "People make choices, and choices make history. Democracies rise and fall, and people are saved or left to perish by the individual and collective choices, great and small, that will make history better for generations to come. So many congratulations. Our final recipient is Mr. Josh Waymeyer, nominated band director at Valley Hill High School in West Des Moines, Iowa, nominated by Gwen Chilcote. In his letter to our committee, Mr. Waymeyer's principal wrote, "Under Mr. Waymeyer's leadership, the Valley Band program has flourished through concert, jazz, and marching band. Mr. Waymeyer and his team aim to teach students essential 21st century skills, such as collaboration, critical thinking, continuous learning, and professionalism." He adds, quote, "His dedication to providing a space for students to find their identity, feel comfortable, and be themselves is truly commendable," unquote. In nominating Mr. Waymeyer, Gwen wrote, "Such a massive band program was impossible to manage with staff alone, so students were given substantial leadership roles. He always believed in students' ability to step up to the plate, and in doing so, he instilled us with confidence and gave us the opportunity to flourish," unquote. Mr. Waymeyer wrote, "I think about how I can use music to build up the students I'm able to work with," and he observed, "Music provides a unique opportunity to build relationships with students over the course of 4 years rather than a semester or a year." He wrote, "Truly, the best part of teaching is being able to empower students to achieve great things." So many congratulations. Well done. Thank you. Yeah. Another round of applause for these high school teachers and all of our high school teachers. I now have the honor and pleasure of announcing a number of prizes recognizing outstanding achievements by the members of the class of 2024 in a variety of academic, athletic, and co-curricular activities. Before I do that, I also want to acknowledge those of you who've received national awards and Williams College fellowships. First, I take great pleasure in announcing the fellowships won by members of the senior class in national competitions. May I ask the recipients of these fellowships to stand for our acknowledgement and remain standing until I've read all the national fellowships recipients. And let's try to hold our applause until all the categories have been recognized. First, the Churchill Scholarship, Alexander Edward Shashkov. Congress Bundestag Youth Exchange for Young Professionals, Emma Catherine Schulman. Coro Fellowship in Public Affairs, Chiara Royer. The Dodd Scholarship, the German Academic Exchange Service Scholarship, goes to Jed Peterson. Fulbright grants, Pierre Clement Kennedy Cadavelia, Ella Jade Marks, Julia Ann Peabody Harhai, Daniela Reyes, Rick Sakar, and Allison Zhang. The National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship, Daniela Galvez Cepeda. The Rhodes Scholarship, Cole W. Mason. The Rotary District 6000 Global Scholarship, Gwyneth Adelaide Chilcote. The U.S. Department of Energy Orize Fellowship, Brian David Lavinio. The Yen Chang Academy Graduate Fellowship, Audrey Marie Lipsy. Congratulations to our National Fellowship winners. I have next a list of Williams College fellowships that have been won by members of this graduating class and have already been awarded. May I ask the recipients of these fellowships to stand for our acknowledgement, and likewise we'll hold our applause till the end. The class of 1945 Florence Chandler Fellowship, Lillian Bushway. The Allison Davis Research Fellowship, Martina Berruti Bartasaghi, Daniela Galvez Cepeda, Berinzi Garcia Nueva, Nashe Gumbo. The Alan Martin and Carol A. Wilson Fellowship, Surya Kotapati. Hubbard Hutchinson, Class of 1917, Memorial Fellowship. Aidan Pham, Kishini Cardozo, Sarah Claire Tolliver, Aditha Koshi Vaidyan, Madeline Rogers. The Jeffrey Owens 1966 Fellowship in Journalism, Leah Obermuller. The Charles Bridgeton Lansing 1829 Fellowship in Latin and Greek, Audrey Marie Lipsy. The Mellon Mays Undergraduate Fellowship, Shannon Michelle Billups, Petra Helena Garben-Hines, Mafudia Keita, April Ruth Owens, Lucia Isela Rios. Ruckman Fellowships, Hikaru Wakil Hayakawa and April Ruth Owens. Dr. Herschel Smith Fellowship, Paige Ann Bussey, Riley Yan Young, Asher Gladstone, Theo Cicero Detweiler, Nathaniel John Kirby, Junhee Lee, and April Ruth Owens. The Frederick Eugene Stratton 1871 Fellowship in Biology, Jillian Mahar Parsons. Congratulations to all of our winners. I now have the honor and pleasure of acknowledging, thank you, and in some cases surprising, those of you who've won prizes. 2 bits of instruction to those of you whose names I read. First, please call your name and stand briefly to receive the adulation and admiration of the assembled. A word of instruction to everyone else. As you'll see from the program, I'll be announcing awards in 3 parts of this ceremony, and I'm going to get going at a pretty good clip. Please, as best you can, save your applause for all of our winners until the conclusion of each part, and don't worry, I will signal when it's time for us to explode with applause. One last thing, there's one prize I'm not awarding today, the William Bradford Turner Prize, which is this college's most distinguished citizenship prize. This prize is traditionally awarded at commencement, and so President Maud Mandel will present that prize tomorrow morning. And before I get going, I also want to note that college is full of all kinds of accomplishments, and a lot of them are private and quiet, and everyone here has had accomplishments and overcome amazing obstacles. And I know that a lot of that is helping each other become a community. And so I really want to congratulate all of you, and I know there are moments that only you know about, but I want to acknowledge that too. Okay, to our prizes. Francis, and I read a little bit about each prize too. Francis Sessions Hutchins, Class of 1900 Fellowship Prize. To a senior who gives promise through personality and mental or moral qualities of becoming useful, worthy, and lovable citizens, we have 2, Liliana Fuentes and Sunny Hu. The John Sabin Adrian's Class of 1882 Prize in Chemistry, to the student who's maintained the highest rank in all courses in chemistry. Well done, Junhee Lee. The Charles R. Alberti Class of 1919 Award, established in 1994 by gifts from his son and grandson, Charles R. Alberti, Class of 50, and Christopher Alberti, Class of 1875. An annual cash prize for a member of the student body who has significantly enhanced the sense of community on campus and who has the potential for doing so in wider communities in the future. Well done, Samantha Luna. The Robert G. Barrow Memorial Prize for Music Composition, established in 1989 in memory of Robert Barrow, professor of music at Williams from 1939 to 1976. to be awarded to a qualified music student on the basis of their accomplishment in music composition at Williams College and on showing the promise of a composer, Samuel E. Boyce. Congratulations. The Olga R. Beaver Memorial Prize in Mathematics, from a fund established in 2013 by a group of friends and family in memory of Ollie Beaver, professor of mathematics, awarded to a student for extraordinary contributions to the mathematics and/or statistics community. We have a few. Anne Howland Gustafson, Elizabeth Eileen High, Junhee Lee, and Jonathan Curtis Patrick. Well done. The Michael Davitt Bell Prize. This prize, established by Michael Davitt Bell, professor of English and American literature, annually recognizes the best essay on a topic in American literature. The essay can be a senior honors thesis or any other outstanding American literature essay submitted by a Williams student. This year's recipient is Luna Hope Stewart Burns. The Erastus C. Benedict Class of 1821 prizes. Endowed by a fund given by Erastus C. Benedict, Class of 1821, once an instructor at this college. The prizes are given in a variety of fields to recognize excellence. So we have a few departments. In biology, Michael Anthony Fallon and Ria Cadia. In French, first prize, Grace Paulette Knight Garcia. Second prize, Isabelle Lee Nadel. In German, first prize, Brady Carlos and Jed Peterson. Second prize, Julia Ann Peabody Harhai and Fiona Alexandra Ziebert. In history, first prize, Asher Gladstone. Second prize, Hikaru Wakil Hayakawa. Well done. The Gaius C. Bolin 1889 Prize in Africana Studies, a cash prize established in memory of the first Black graduate of Williams and prominent Poughkeepsie lawyer for the best scholarly work submitted by a Williams undergraduate in the field of Africana Studies. Well done, Alexander Stoddard. The Russell H. Bostert Thesis Prize in History, awarded to an honors student for the best thesis in American history, with special consideration to inter-American relations or Sino-American relations. Congratulations to Gabriela Angeline Lopez-Ona. The Kenneth L. Brown Class of 1947 Prize in American Studies is awarded annually to a senior majoring in American Studies. Congratulations to Genevieve Nair-Kertelin. The Sterling A. Brown Class of 1922 Citizenship Prize, awarded to the graduating senior whose undergraduate experience reflects outstanding leadership, high academic achievement, and communication of new ideas, with preference to members of the Black Student Union. This year's winner is Tyler Kayla Smith. The W. Marriott Canby 1891 Athletic Scholarship Prize, to the senior who has the highest average in course and who's also represented the college in a recognized intercollegiate athletic contest. Well done, Jonathan Curtis Patrick. The Chaplain's Prize for commitment to and excellence in interfaith engagement and service. This is awarded to a member of the graduating class whose spirited citizenship in religious diversity of this learning community has enriched our common life and deepened our communal appreciation of faith and spiritual practice, secularity and pluralism as instruments of learning and avenues of service to humanity. This year's winner is Kazi Raleigh. The Chuzi Iniello Prize in Psychology. This was established in 2008 by Tony Ianello and George Chuzi, parents of Sarah Chuzi, class of 2007, in recognition of G. Stanley Hall, class of 1867, a pioneer in the science of psychology, known for establishing the first psychological research laboratory in the United States and serving as the first president of the American Psychological Association. This is awarded to a student who's demonstrated exceptional achievement in research within the field of psychology. Congratulations, Devika Goel. The Class of 1925 Scholar Athlete Award to that athlete whose commitment to and excellence in athletics and scholarship is an inspiration to the Williams community. The recipient is selected by a committee that includes representatives of the athletic department faculty, the graduating class, and the dean's office. Well done, Jacqueline Nordhoff. The William Sloan Coffin Prize for Passionate Public Speaking, which is awarded by the chaplain's office to the winners of a competition held earlier this spring in the social justice and activism category and in the spirituality and faith category. For social justice, our winner is Dover June Gingold Sykes, and for spirituality and faith, Sarah Putnam Ling. The James Bronson Conant and Nathan Russell Harrington Class of 1893 Prize in Biology. Established by the Class of 1893 in memory of two classmates, the prize is awarded by the Department for Outstanding Work in Biology. Well done, Nina Catherine Vandervelde. The Cultivating Community Award. This award recognizes a senior committed to developing and building a stronger, more inclusive Williams College community. This senior works toward building bonds between students, developing deeper understanding between communities, and helping others to feel like they belong at Williams. This year's winner, Daniela Giselle Sanchez. The Robert Dalzell Thesis Prize in History, awarded for a history thesis that best exemplifies outstanding original research using primary sources. Well done, Joshua Elliott Picot. The Doris de Keyserlink Prize in Russian, awarded annually by the Department of Russian in honor of Doris de Keyserlink, a teacher of Russian at Williams College from 1958 to 1971. To a student or students who've earned distinction in Russian studies, congratulations, Major Cook. The Garrett Wright DeVries Class of 1932 Memorial Prize in Romance Languages, awarded by the Department of Romance Languages for excellence in Spanish. Congratulations to Catherine Grace Rame. The Jean Donati Student Employee Award in Music. Established in 1988 by colleagues and friends in recognition of Jean Donati's service to the music department in the management of both office and concert operations from 1966 to 1988. Awarded to a senior who's done the most for the music department as a student employee during their years at Williams. Well done, Susanna Neal. The Dunbar Student Life Prizes, established by a bequest from Philip R. Dunbar, Class of 1900, for a significant written work, published or unpublished, on any aspect of student life, focused on any local, national, or global issues affecting the college or university students. We have a few. Hannah Bay, Mila Dengler, Shiza Kashif, Catherine Sarah Erdang, Isabel Sage Williams. Congratulations. The Henry A. Dwight Class of 1829 Botanical Prize, awarded to the student who maintains the highest standing in botany or a related area of study. This year we have two, Robin Malaki Henriksen and Joni Sanga Cha. The Environmental Studies Committee Award for outstanding contributions to the environmental studies community at Williams. This year's winner is Genevieve Nair Kertone. The Ernest Brown Africana Arts Prize in appreciation of Ernest Brown's steadfast and inspired service to Africana studies as a professor, as a director of the Zambezi Marimba Band, and co-director of Kusika. This cash prize is given to a senior whose work has shown unusual brilliance, imagination, and industry in the arts, especially the performing arts. This year we have two, Janavi Nair Kertene and Ethan Tyler Richmond. The S. Lane Faison Jr. 1929 Prize. The S. Lane Faison Jr. 1929 Prize is awarded to the student whose paper best reflects their high standards and critical engagement with an object of art. Well done, Tiffany Wu. The Nicholas P. Fersen Prize in Russian, a book awarded annually by the Department of Russian to a student whose intellectual vitality and passion for Russian culture reflect the spirit of Nicholas Fersen, professor of Russian at Williams from 1960 to 1988. Congratulations to Catherine Ann Cook. The Freeman Foote Prize in the Geosciences, established by a group of Williams alumni to honor Professor Emeritus Freeman Foote. The award is presented to a student for an outstanding oral presentation of a senior thesis in geology. Well done, Gwyneth Adelaide Chilcote. The Robert W. Friedrichs Award in Sociology, established in 1986 by parents of a graduating senior, to be awarded to a senior major for excellence in sociology. Congratulations to Leah Obermuller. And now let's have a big round of applause for all of those wonderful seniors. Well done. Don't worry, I'll be back. But first, Hikaru Hayakawa, your class historian, will read the class history.
Kromthina Maikanik. We are walking on the Mohican homelands. During my first year, I worked for the Stockbridge-Munsee Mohican Nation's Tribal Historic Preservation Office. My time there grounded me at Williams after a difficult first year. It provided me with purpose. It also taught me that our histories are not only in the past, they also inform our present and our future. Dear class of 2024, we have overcome so much. For some, this is our first graduation. For many of us, this is a long time coming after we took gap years to take care of ourselves and our families, left the military or hometowns on the other side of the world, transferred from another institution, or graduated during a global pandemic. For all of us, we are thinking of our close friends and families who should have been here with us today, including members of our class whom we have lost and dearly miss, such as Jackson Ronigan, Ahmad Prailo, Alden Powers, and Charlie Kurtzner. Class of 2024, we had some of the most difficult events in recent history affect us, and yet we never gave up, and we never will. We are so much more than the COVID generation. Our histories are the future. We've taken up campus leadership in various ways. From the incredible JAs of the class of 2024 who supported first years through experiences we never had, to Sil Foisey, Noah Pohl, and others, giant 15-foot snowman and ice fortress. From Jaden Jogwe hosting Williamstown's first ever Vogue Ball, to Jacob Levin Duke's 2,600-mile hike across the Pacific Crest Trail. From Milo Chang and Chelsea Zhang's push to reestablish Datsium, to Berenice Garcia Nueva's establishment of the Native American and Indigenous Student Alliance with Junior Daisy Rosales. Our class also stepped up and revitalized campus activism. Organizations led by our class contributed to the establishment of Africana Studies as a major, Asian American Studies as a concentration, and Indigenous Studies as a possibility that the college must act on. From Palestine to mental health and faculty of color retention, much of these students' work is ongoing, and these students have already committed themselves to continued activism as alumni. We've also produced groundbreaking research, from Gwyn Chilcote's thesis on late Devonian worm fossil jaws to April Owen's thesis on the philosophy of cognitive science, and Leah Obier-Muller's co-authored journal article on incarceration and equity in Broward County, Florida, in the UCLA Law Review. We don't even have law degrees. We also have extraordinary community members who've gone above and beyond in embodying the community they want through daily acts of kindness. Among many people, I'm thinking of Angelica Pena, who came to Williams in 2021 after spending her first year remote, but who's captivated those around her for her honesty, empathy, and kindness in service as a junior advisor and gospel choir member. I'm also thinking of Jay Kim, who took the past 2 years off, but sent congratulatory graduation notes to many of his friends on campus with quotes from conversations 4 years ago. You all are outstanding. Despite COVID, you've proven that we have never and will never stop creating community, that we have never and will never stop caring for each other, and that we have never and will never stop dreaming of a better world while working to realize it. If these are our histories, then, class of 2024, what are our futures? Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you. All right, a few more prizes. Okay. This is the Gilbert W. Gabriel Class of 1912 Memorial Prize in Theater. Established in 1963 by friends of Mr. Gabriel, the award is given to the senior who's made the most notable contribution to the advancement of theater at Williams. This year's winner is Casey Jordan Monteiro. The Sam Goldberg Colloquium Prize. This is established to honor students who've made the best colloquium presentations in mathematics and computer science. We have a few. In mathematics, Kent Barbier, Tricia May Pajimna Cueto, Jonathan Martin Geller, and please stand when I say, yeah, great. Timothy Daniel Gore, Natalie Jean-Michel, and in computer science, Ye Shu. The Patricia Goldman Rakic Prize in Neuroscience. This was established in 2008 by Tony Ianello and George Chusey, parents of Sarah Chusey, 2007, in recognition of Patricia Goldman Rakic for her contributions to the field of neuroscience and her support of neuroscience education at Williams College. Awarded to a student who has demonstrated exceptional achievement in research within the field of neuroscience. Well done, Sarah Teresa Johnson. The William C. Grant Jr. Prize in Biology, in honor of Professor Grant, who retired in 1991 from the biology department after 35 years of service. Awarded to this senior biology major who has demonstrated the highest excellence and greatest insights in integrating different fields within the biological sciences. We have two this year, Eliza Johnsowitz and Brooke Lisa Krivicus. The Arthur B. Graves Class of 1858 Essay Prizes. These are prizes in a variety of fields to honor seniors who've written the best essays in these fields. So again, this is with through a number of departments. In art, Yuchan Kim. In economics, Emma Catherine Schulman. In history, Dover June Gingold Sykes. In philosophy, Maximilian Mills Mallet. In political economy, Claire Marie DeVries, Jonathan Fisher, Luke James Graupman, Gabriel Lewis Wong. In political science, Patrick John Gall, and in religion, Issa Brown. Well done. Next is the Frederick C. Hagdorn Jr. Class of 1971 Pre-Medical Prize. This one's awarded in recognition of academic achievement and the embodiment of principles of the medical profession. Congratulations, Samir Haq Ahmed. Next is the Tom Hardy Class of 1978 Memorial Prize in Environmental Studies. This was established by his family and friends to memorialize Tom Hardy, Class of 1978, and this prize is awarded to the student who's done the best work in environmental studies. Well done, Jacqueline Nordhoff. The C. David Harris Jr. Class of 1963 Prize in Political Science. This is in memory of C. David Harris Jr., 1963, who died during his college career. A book is awarded annually to the political science major who writes the best paper in political philosophy or empirical political science. The prize was donated by his classmates through the Williams College Social Council, of which David was a member, and the winner is selected by the Political Science Department. Congratulations, Nico Malhotra. The Kate Hogan 25th Anniversary of Women in Athletics Award. This is for the senior who's distinguished themselves in their commitment, excuse me, in their commitment and contributions to the Department of Physical Education, Athletics, and Recreation. The winner will have engaged in any of the activities offered by the department and will have been an example of the joy and pleasure derived by participation in such activities. Well done, Christina Kent Holleran. The Willard E. Hoyt Jr. Class of 1923 Memorial Award, awarded to the senior male athlete whose spirit and superior efforts on behalf of Williams Athletics have been combined with deep academic interests. The selection committee consists of coaches, members of the faculty, the president of the Purple Key Society, and a dean. Well done, Cole Mason. The Charles W. Hufford Book Prize, established in 1988 in memory of Charles W. Hufford, 1989, by his family, friends, and classmates, and is awarded to the student teaching assistant in political science who served with the same high enthusiasm and excellence exhibited in that capacity by Charles Hufford. Congratulations, Iman Khalid Shumboro. The Francis Sessions Hutchins Class of 1900 Memorial Fellowship Prize, to a senior who promised through personality and mental or moral qualities of becoming a useful, worthy, and lovable citizen, Leliana Fuentes and Sunny Hu. The Arthur Judson Prize in Music, established in 1984 by a gift from the Arthur Judson Foundation. This prize is given by the Department of Music for achievement in music, with preference given to a student choosing or planning a career in music management or music administration. Well done to Leah Elizabeth Rosenman. The Lawrence J. and Carolyn M. Kaplan Prize for dedication to and leadership at Williams College, awarded to a senior who's shown sincere participation, responsibility, and engagement, and Menschlichkeit on behalf of the Williams Jewish community throughout their college career. Congratulations, Dover June Gilgood Sykes and Semra Vigneault. The Arthur Kaufman Class of 1899 Prize in English, a book prize given annually by the English department to a student who's done excellent work in English. Well done, Paige and Anna Bussey. The Mohammed Kenyatta Class of 1966 Community Service Prize. This one's awarded to a graduating senior outstanding for their public service. Well done, Megan Elizabeth Grooms. The William W. Kleinhandler Prize for Excellence in Music. This one was established in 1991 in memory of Mr. Kleinhandler, 1950, as an annual prize for excellence by a student in the Department of Music, and we have a few. Molly Catherine Arts, Sean Clark Bottoms, Matthew Conforti, Frances Ann Hayward, Paul Kim, Edmund Laird Rayler, Joshua Junha Lee, Sarah Grace Elizabeth McGinn, Leo James Woodworth Marburg, Audrey Drain Shadle, Tassan Ajani Smith Gandhi, and Robin Sue Wong. Well done. The Robert M. Kozelka Prize in Statistics. In 2000, the new Department of Mathematics and Statistics established the annual Kozelka Prize in Statistics to recognize an excellent statistics student. The prize honors our former chair and statistician, Robert M. Kozelka, who was widely recognized for his applications of statistics in the social sciences, especially anthropology. This year's winner is J.P. Wong. The Richard Krauss Prize in Political Science, awarded to a student who's done distinguished work in political science and who best exemplifies the intellectual and human qualities that characterize the life of Professor Krauss. Well done, Kiara Royer. The Jack Larned Class of 1942 International Management Prize, in memory of Jack Larned, to honor student papers dealing with development in the private or public sector in Africa, Asia, or Latin America. From the Center of Development Economics, we have Gaston Fabrice Ndoum Bekale, and from the Economics Department, Emily Wong Du and Abdullah Seha Karabak. The Richard Lathers Class of 1877 Essay Prize in Government, a prize given to that senior who writes the best essay of fewer than 1,000 words on the duty or relation of citizens to government. Congratulations to Gates Lee Tenarowitz. The Linen Prize in Asian Languages, Literatures, and Cultures, awarded to a graduating senior who achieves distinction and shows outstanding promise in East Asian languages and cultures. This prize is restricted to majors in the Department of Asian Languages, Literatures, and Cultures. We have two. Well done, Kazi Rale and Pramita Subedi. The Linen Senior Prize in Chinese, awarded to a graduating senior who achieves distinction and shows outstanding promise in Chinese. This prize is open to any senior, whether a major in the Department of Asian Languages, Literatures, and Cultures or not, who has taken Chinese language courses at some point during his or her undergraduate career at Williams. Well done, Sutri Delorge. The Linen Senior Prize in Japanese. This is awarded to a graduating senior who achieves distinction and shows outstanding promise in Japanese. This prize is open to any senior, whether a major in the Department of Asian Languages, Literatures, and Cultures or not, who has taken Japanese language courses at some point during his or her undergraduate career at Williams. Congratulations, Sam Coyle. The Linen Senior Thesis Prize in Asian Studies. This is awarded to a graduating senior who writes an outstanding honors thesis with a substantial focus on Asia. Well done, Joe Fox. The H. Gans Little Jr. Prize in Religion. This was established in 1997 by former students to honor Professor Little, who taught in the religion department at Williams from 1963 to 1997, to be awarded to a senior major for excellence in the study of religion. Congratulations to Ella Jade Marks. The David N. Major Class of 1981 Memorial Prize in Geoscience, established to honor David Major, who died to the graduating senior who's made the most impressive contributions to women's, genders, and sexuality studies. Well done, Hannah Bay. The Leverett Mears Prize in Chemistry, awarded to a senior majoring in chemistry who's been admitted to graduate study in the medical sciences or medical school, and who, in the opinion of the chemistry faculty, has had a distinguished record in chemistry and shows outstanding promise. Congratulations to Genevieve Gerard. The Willis I. Millam Prize in Astronomy, established in 1968 by Betsy M. Millam, a cash prize is awarded to a senior who is majoring in science or mathematics, is a member of Phi Beta Kappa, and has a grade of A in at least 1 year course in the Department of Astronomy. Well done, Abby Kinney. The John W. Miller Prize in Philosophy, awarded to the outstanding philosophy student each year. Well done, April Ruth Owens. The Morgan Prize in Mathematics, to a senior major for accomplishment and promise in applied mathematics, statistics, or mathematics teaching. This year we have two, Nashe Gumbo and Benjamin Cargier. Now big, big applause for all of those prize winners. Well done. Music. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you all. I just wanted to say a few words before I played my piece. This piece is composed for the seniors who are deceased but are still members of our class, nonetheless, in our hearts. Ahmad Prelu, Alden Powers, and Jackson Runningen. I hope this piece gives us a few moments of celebration for their beautiful lives and to rejoice at the fact that their impact on us is not yet over. I think we are able to continue cherishing our relationships with them beyond the purely physical. Though at first we were all reeling at the shock and disaster of their loss, I think many of us have learned to plant a seed within ourselves of their memory, deep within our hearts. 3 hyacinths for the 3 bright flowers we will always remember. For those of us who are still grieving the loss of Toby Woods, I want to convey a sense of optimism that in time, you too will be able to cultivate this seed, water it, and watch it grow. I hope you enjoy this piece, and thank you so much. We're just going to need a minute to figure out the sound. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, you just got audio, yeah?
Hello? Thank you. Beautiful words, beautiful music. Okay. Here we go. Next, we have the Louise J. Ober Theater Award in Creativity. This is awarded to a senior who's shown notable creativity in theatrical work and in such areas as role interpretation, play production, writing, and community formation. This year we have two, Timothy Daniel Gore and Obi Nwako. The James Orton Award in Anthropology, established in commemoration of James Orton, 1855, a naturalist and explorer, to be awarded to a senior major for excellence in anthropology. Well done, Audrey Marie Lipsy. The Frederick M. Pazer Prize in Painting, awarded annually by a faculty selection committee to a student for distinguished painting. Congratulations to Alexandra Margaret McKenna. The Ursula Prescott Essay Prize in Political Science, from a bequest to the Political Science Department given by Ursula Prescott, a Williamstown resident who audited many political science classes in her retirement. A cash prize is awarded to the senior who writes the best essay on international relations or comparative politics. Congratulations, Kiara Royer. A Purple Key Trophy, awarded to senior letter winners who best exemplify leadership, team spirit, ability, and character. Awarded by the Director of Athletics, President of the Purple Key Society, 2 members of the athletic faculty, and a faculty member. We have 2, well done, Jackson Clifford Anderson and Samantha Shea Kilcoyne. The James Lathrop Rice Class of 1854 Prize in Classical Languages. This is awarded for distinguished work in Latin or Greek. This year we have 2, Sarah Putnam Ling and Robin Sue Wang. The Robert F. Rosenberg Prize in Environmental Studies, awarded to a member of the graduating class in recognition of outstanding scholarship, potential for solving local, national, or international environmental problems, and strong prospects for leadership in the environmental community. Well done, Mafudia Keita. The Robert Rosenberg Prize for Excellence in Mathematics. This was established in 1991 from a request of Mr. Rosenberg, class of 1937, and awarded by the Mathematics Department. We have 2. Congratulations to Justin H. Che and Alexander Edward Shashkov. The Bruce Sanderson Class of 1956 Prize in Architecture is established in the memory of Mr. Sanderson, who died while serving in the U.S. Navy. It is awarded to the senior who, in the opinion of the faculty teaching architecture, shows the greatest achievement and promise in the field. Well done, Elijah Grace Washington. The Ruth Scott Sanford Memorial Prize in Theater, awarded to a senior with demonstrated ability in the theater, with preference to someone who intends graduate study in theater. This year we have 2, Ryan Austin Krantz and Petra Helena Garben Hines. The John E. Sawyer Prize in Transnational and Non-Western History. The John E. Sawyer Prize in Transnational and Non-Western History is periodically awarded by the Department of History to a graduating history major who has written and defended a thesis that demonstrates excellence in the field of transnational or non-Western history. Well done to Theo Cicero Detweiler. The Sheffey Award. This award, in the name of Louis and Andrew J.W. Sheffey, the first Director of the Center for Environmental Studies, is given in recognition of outstanding environmental leadership. Congratulations, Rick Sarkar. The Robert C. L. Scott Prize for Graduate Study in History, established by former students of Professor Scott, awarded to a senior honors student in history who plans graduate work in the field of American or European history. Congratulations to Clara Maria Ramirez Trellis. The Robert C. L. Scott Prize in History, established by former students of Professor Scott to honor his years of service to Williams. It is awarded for the best senior honors thesis in the fields of American or European history. Congratulations to Asher Gladstone. The Sentinels of the Republic Essay Prize in Government, awarded by the Political Science Department to the student who's written the best essay on some subject relating to the American federal system of government. Well done, Masaki Liu. The Shirin Shakir 2003 Prize in Political Science, established in 2006 in memory of Shirin Shakir, class of 2003, awarded each year to a student writing the best essay from an international relations senior seminar. Shiza Kashif, congratulations. Edward Gould Shumway, class of 1871, prize in English, awarded to the senior majoring in English, who in the judgment of the English faculty has done the most distinguished work in English literature and composition. Congratulations to Sarah Stebbins. The James F. Skinner Prize in Chemistry, in memory of Professor Skinner, who taught at Williams from 1966 to 1988, awarded to a senior chemistry major who plans graduate study, has a distinguished record in chemistry, and shows outstanding promise for teaching and scholarship. Well done, Tasnim Anika. The Social Justice Advocate Award. This award recognizes a senior who in their time at Williams has demonstrated a commitment to action toward access, equity, and inclusion at Williams and elsewhere. This senior works toward challenging systems of injustice, embraces a broad definition of diversity and social justice, and drives ongoing conversations regarding those issues. Well done, Shiza Kashif. The Howard P. Stabler Prize in Physics, awarded to the student who's demonstrated initiative, creativity, perseverance, and achievement, especially in a senior thesis. The award is named for Professor Emeritus Howard Stabler, who was an active member of the Williams community, and it was established in gratitude for Professor Stabler's excellent direction of so many honors theses in physics over the years. Well done, Jonathan Martin Geller. The Shirley Stanton Prize in Music, established in 1982 by family and friends in memory of Shirley Stanton, who served the college community through the music department and the conference office, awarded to the student who has best fulfilled their potential in music while at Williams. Well done, Jesse Cohen Greenberg and Sarah Stebbins. The Stanley R. Strauss, congratulations, Stanley R. Strauss class of 1935, prize in English, established in 1985 by Friends of Stanley Strauss. The award recognizes that senior majoring in English who's written the most outstanding critical honors thesis in terms of both content and style. Paige Anna Bussey. Congratulations. The William Bradford Turner Class of 1914 Prize in History, awarded for the best thesis or essay in the field of American history or institutions. Sunny Hu, well done. The Armando Vargas Prize in Arabic Studies, established in honor of Professor Armando Vargas, who was the first professor to have held a tenure-track position in Arabic at Williams College. This annual award goes to one Arabic Studies major who excelled in Arabic language and culture courses, and who, by their involvement in Arabic cultural, social, and intellectual life on campus, showed leadership and commitment to Arabic studies at Williams. Well done, Sama Talib Kridi. The Laszlo G. Versenyi Memorial Prize, in memory of Laszlo G. Versenyi, the Mark Hopkins Professor of Intellectual and Moral Philosophy, who taught at Williams from 1958 to 1988. This is a cash prize awarded by the philosophy department to a senior who's planning to attend graduate school in philosophy. Special consideration is given to students who plan to make Latin, Greek, or German a part of their continuing study of philosophy in recognition of Professor Versenyi's brilliant abilities in those languages. Well done, April Ruth Owens. Benjamin B. Wainwright, class of 1920, prize in English. This is awarded to the student who has written the best short story. The award is judged by a committee of the English department. Congratulations, Audrey Kelly. The Ward Prize for the best project in computer science, established in 2015 from a fund given by Rich Ward. The prize is awarded annually to the student or students who, while exhibiting substantial technical depth, develop the most innovative and creative project in computer science during the academic year. This year we have two, Maxim Ennis and Andrew Megala. The David A. Wells Prize in Political Economy. From a bequest of David A. Wells, in 1847, a prize is awarded for an essay upon a subject in political economy. Well done, Zoe Belinda Gedson. The Carl E. Weston Class of 1896 Prize for Distinction in Art, awarded to a senior art major whose work has shown unusual brilliance, imagination, and industry. So here we have three. In art history, Anna Wever. Art studio, Imogen Rose Mandel Seelig. And in history and studio, Henry Langan Johnstone. The Wit Problem Solving Prize, awarded to a mathematics student who's demonstrated creativity and ingenuity in solving challenging mathematical questions, appearing either in class or in related activities. This year we have two, Jonathan Martin Geller and Yuan Q. The Wasical, last one, Williams Math Award, established in 2007 by Matthew Walter Weisikel, 1991, and Christina Williams Weisikel, 1994, in honor of Matthew's mother, Louisa Jamison Weisikel, a longtime middle school math teacher. The Mathematics and Statistics Department awards a cash prize to a student or students who have expressed an interest in teaching mathematics. Well done, Molly Colleen Fitzgibbons. Well done to all of our prize winners. Finally, to all the winners of awards, fellowships, and prizes, I offer my sincere congratulations and my heartfelt admiration of your fine work and service. I would also like to extend those congratulations and admirations to all of you here today for your many, many accomplishments, as I said before, whether recognized or not, the personal and the public. I know that many different roads have led you all here to this place, and I know these roads have had rough parts as well as smooth, and I admire you for negotiating them. I would also like to take this opportunity on behalf of so many people who work at Williams to say thank you. Thank you on behalf of the college, the faculty, the staff, the administrators. Thank you for sharing these past 4 years with us. We'll now sing two verses of The Mountains. Following the song, please join your class officers in front of Thompson Chapel for the dropping of the watch. Enjoy your celebration, and I wish you the very, very, very best as you step into the future. Thank you. The Mountains.
Thank you, Dean Lon, for doing the longest reading human beings ever seen. I'm honored to make the closing remarks for today. Guys, we made it. As we all know, traditionally, the Ivy exercises end with watch dropping. It's a practice where several class members literally run up to the top of Thompson Chapel and drop a watch, which is supplied by our beloved local community, to the ground. The broken watch then would symbolize the stopping of time at this joyful moment. Interestingly, when I first heard of this tradition, it instantly reminded me of a fable from ancient China. The fable is called Marking the Boat for the Sword, 刻舟求剑. It begins by a man carrying a sword who took a boat to cross a river. Accidentally, the sword fell into the river, but the man didn't seem to be worried. Instead, he left a mark on the side of the boat where his sword fell off. When the boat stopped at the bank, he instantly jumped off the boat from where he left the mark, trying to retrieve his sword. But of course, we all know the ending. Why do I bring up this tale? Everyone laughs at the foolish man, but everyone is the foolish man. Have you ever kept returning to a place over and over again in search of something that you know is no longer there? By dropping the watch and hoping that the time would stop at this moment, aren't we also trying to leave a mark for something that is destined to go in the long river of time? So, is the foolish man bound to fail? I don't think so. Yes, the sword is never going to be found, and we all have to move forward to the next chapter of our life. But by dropping the watch, we're making a permanent change to the material world whose very existence is a proof that we were here, at this moment, sharing happiness and pride. Even decades later, as long as the broken watch is still enough to trigger someone's flashback, everything that we have said, done, and felt here today, as well as in the past 4 years, will become immortal, carved into the very fabric of the universe. Farewell of the mountain days. Farewell of the Stonehill cows. Farewell of the Pernsky chicken. I wish you, all of you, to live your life the way you want, for that is the one and only successful first standard in the world. Thank you so much. You had to bear with me for a little bit longer. So after my closing remarks, we will sing The Mountains together, led by some of our beloved seniors, at the end of which Paige, Paul, and Sarah will ring the college bells. Lastly, we shall invite everyone to amble over to the watch shop. But please do take your time so that Obi, Jeon, and Daniela can have time to reach the top of the tower. I also wish to remind everyone that the commencement rehearsal will take place after the IV exercises in the Williams Quad, which you're encouraged to attend. Now, without further ado, let's welcome Amalia, Jamie, Catherine, Haley, Methodia, Ashvarya, Daniela, and Nina onto the stage to lead the singing. Thank you so much for leading us, and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Echoes rebounding their woodland heights alone shall mingle with anthems that winds and fountains sing till hill and valley gaily, gaily ring. Beneath their peaceful shadows may old Olmsted till the suns and mountains never more shall be.
More shall be.
The glory and the